Hello students, is it visible? Am I audible everyone? So there was a confusion this time, alright. Guys, am I audible and visible to you all? Yes, in the comment section. Good morning, Madan. So there was a slight confusion today. Actually, the classes of mine and ma'ams were exchanged. Okay. Nonetheless, so let's start today's session. Alright, alright. So, good morning everyone. How are you guys doing? Alright, Nishi, thank you so much. Okay. So before starting, let me tell you one incident. So yesterday I had made this video regarding this cutoff thing. Okay, and then students start to spam and abuse and all those things. So one thing I just want to clear here is, see, our duty is to tell all those students, let's say that I have given all the good attempts, right? So good attempts mean those who have done, let's say, attempted around this much of range of questions, then they have attempted, the number of attempts are good. From that, how many you can make correct or incorrect, that is up to you. Okay, but we have given the number of good attempts. So let's say out of 40 questions you have attempted 25 questions, that is fine, that is a good attempt we are considering. And I've given the cutoff also, that the, because see, cutoff vary from state to state. All right, so we cannot predict the exact cutoff, or let's say even, because it has a good variation. Manipur's cutoff is very different from Tamil Nadu's cutoff. All right, so we can just predict a range. And student after that they start abusing and saying all those stuffs, that is fine. We agree to that. It is every student, they have given their hard work and they have given their lots of sweat and time in this exam. And if someone come and say that no, you should have attempted 25 questions, that is only considered a good attempt. We are not saying that this is the only number. Let's say someone has attempted 18 questions, okay, and he's getting 16 questions out of that 18 question correct, then it is far better than attempting 25 questions and getting only 10 to 12 questions correct, right? But as we assume that 80% of those questions you are attempting, you are getting it correct. That's why we have given that good attempt. All right. And see, if you want to abuse us, if you abusing us, if saying weird stuff to all of the faculties, if it is getting you selected, then do that. Do that with full potential, full power. We are giving you the rights. Okay, that if abusing us, if saying weird stuff, if demeaning us, if it is getting you selected in the exam, do that. We are giving you full freedom. Okay, but see, you are also going to be a professional. Okay, you're also going to do your government job. Okay, so you have to act as a government servant. Okay, you have to act as a public servant. Clear? And you have to act in a very responsible way. See, all these qualities na, they're going to reflect in your working style also if you get selected. So those students who know, okay sir, we have attempted this much question, I'm getting around this much mark, sir has told that the cutoff would be somewhere around, fine, next target, next exam target. So those students whose mindset is as per this, okay, so don't get stuck to the past. You have attempted the paper, that is fine, forget it. Now let's focus on the next task, next target. Okay, so that your mindset should be future oriented and that should be positive. If you are stuck in the past, that I have attempted this much question, and you are trying to prove yourself right, that I have attempted 15 questions, so all the students have attempted 15 questions, and the cutoff would be around 15 questions only. So it is not right. Everyone is not similar, na? Okay, but if it gives you satisfaction, do that. We have given you the ultimate authority. You are the ultimate authority. Okay, we are here to teach you, we are here to guide you in a proper direction. All right, so what you have said, Madan, I'm targeting SBI PO clerk this year for current affairs. This session is sufficient, and it depends on you how you are going to absorb this entire lecture. Okay, so see, first of all, those who are new to this my session, what I do is, whenever we are studying any current affairs, first of all, I always try to focus on the keywords. Which keyword you have to remember from this entire news, because you cannot read the entire news, you cannot remember the entire news. Okay, and that is also not required. You have to just remember and memorize the keywords. Now we will connect that current affairs with some static things. Okay, so from which the question can be asked. So just you have to focus on these kind of approaches, try to figure out how I am making short notes and try to replicate it. Okay, and this would be more than enough for your current affairs. All right, so let's start the session. If you have any question, you can ask me in the comment section. All right, so starting with the importance of the day. So 8th of October we celebrate it as the Indian Air Force Day. All right, so the 3 units of the defense forces, Indian Air Force Day is there. Okay, so Indian Air Force was established in 1932. Clear? And what is the purpose of this day, celebrating this day? For commemorate the contribution of the Indian Air Force to the national security. Because see, if we talk about 50 years back, the Indian Army, or let's say the land army, was very much prominent, because this was the only source of, let's say, protection of the national borders. But now as time has evolved, more and more warfare are in the sky. Now we have the drones, unmanned air vehicles. Okay, so Air Force become very important. We are not saying that the other units are not important, but now the modern warfare is mostly airstrikes. Okay, we have already seen this in Russia Ukraine war, Israel and Iran thing. Okay, so just remember this thing. And this the theme of this year is Bharatiya Vayu Sena Saksham, Sakshat and Atmanirbhar. It means the Indian Air Force is Saksham. It means self-dependent. They are able to do everything. Okay, Sashakt means they are fully equipped with all the required modern warfare. Then they are Atmanirbhar. Okay, so they can make their own planes. We have seen Tejas, right? So, or also Indian very important public sector unit, Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. It is also contributing for the production of important planes and other missiles. Okay, so just remember this thing. Then remember the theme of this Indian Air Force Day. All right. Coming to the next news. Let's be a bit quick because thoda sa delay ho gaya. All right, there has been some delay in that. So unemployment benefits and coverage lag in Asia Pacific. So there was a report in which it has been told that the unemployment benefits as well as the coverage, it has been lagging in the Asia Pacific region. Okay, and we'll see what about the status of India also, right? So there was a report of International Labour Organization. All right, so on social protection in Asia Pacific. So they have find some key facts regarding the unemployment coverage and other thing. So they have seen that there was a progress in coverage. 53.6% of the region's population is now covered by at least one social protection benefit. What is social protection benefit? Let's say Government of India has started this scheme known as Ladli Behna Yojana. Under Ladli Behna Yojana, they are providing, let's say, 1000 rupees per month to every woman. So this is known as a social protection scheme. Clear? So it can be in the way of other protection schemes also. Okay, they can give you money, they can give you free food, or they can give you other aspects. They can give you insurance. So these are what? Social protection schemes. Okay. Then we have seen the spending gap. The region spends only 11.8% of their GDP on social protection compared to the global average of 19.3. It means the Asia Pacific, in the Asia Pacific region. So what countries are in the Asia Pacific region? We have Japan, we have Indonesia, we have India. All right. So all the countries of the Asia and the Pacific region. All right. So you have to know that the Southeast Asian countries, Thailand, Malaysia, Singapore. So if we see that these areas, this Asia Pacific region, they spend only 11.8% of their GDP on social protection scheme, and while the global average is 19.3. So we are quite far behind in this aspect. All right. Now challenges in extending unemployment benefits. So there are certain challenges because we all know that the Asia Pacific region is one of the, let's say, most populated region. So providing so much of benefit to this huge amount of population is become a very challenging task. All right. So just remember, because of the region's population. All right, that's why we can't compare ourselves, India, with the USA. The entire population of USA is somewhat 30 crores. In Uttar Pradesh only, we have the population of 30-35 crore. So India as a nation, the population pressure is very high. For one resources, we have 1 lakh people. In USA for one resources there are, let's say, 100 people. Okay, so resource allocation and other thing is very efficient in those nations because the population is very less. All right, so there is a need for increased investment, it is required, and how they are going to do it a different thing. So these are some of the findings. Now let's see other social protection. What is the global, at the global level, what is happening? So they have seen that millions unprotected, 2.1 billion people worldwide lack social protection, and majority of them are from the Asia Pacific region. So this is, we are talking about the entire world. Okay, then climate change challenges. So we have seen that social protection system need strengthening due to address the climate change. What has happened? Have you seen a flood like situation in your area, or let's say even if in news? So there is a state, Bihar. Every year the Kosi rivers causes flooding in those areas. Okay, so what happened? Let's say if you are running a food stall in your in that area, and suddenly river water come and it flooded all the entire area. What will happen? Your shop will close down, it will get destroyed, you will have economic loss. So your social protection, it is entirely finished. So we have to strengthen the social protection because see, climate change is causing severe damage. All right, then regional coverage increased. Okay, so coverage rates have improved across regions. All right, with rise in the East Asia is the maximum 15.2%. so East Asia, we have what? We have Japan, we have Thailand, we have Malaysia, we have East China, Philippines, all those countries, right? So remember these things. So these were the global findings. Now coming to the coverage disparity, you should know, and what is the status of India. All right, so there was a wide variation. We have seen that the coverage, what coverage? The social protection coverage. Okay, it differ greatly among countries. India have 48.4% of the social protection coverage. China have 75.6 and Bangladesh has 20.2. So a great variation we can see. All right. Then gender gap is also there. Women receive less coverage. This is I would say that has become a normal tradition that women would be receiving less. Why they are going to receive less? In India, if we see, there are 50% of the entire people, the 50% is male, the 50% is female approximately, and we are providing more to the male and less to the female. Why? Because see, household work of women is not considered as a economic contribution. The women who are doing household works, their contribution is not considered in the GDP. So if they can consider it, see how much GDP we can increase. That's why training women, skilling women and providing education to women is very important. We are not utilizing our 50% of the potential we have so far, because we have untrained, we have less literate women in our country. And if we can use the potential of those women, we can become a superpower. All right. Now let's see about India specific things. So we have child food program. Have you heard of midday meal scheme? It is a social protection. We are providing food for the children, and the midday meal scheme, it has two objectives. We are providing food for the students. They can come, they will have some reason to come to school because they can get food. When they come to school, they will be taught something. Okay, so we are doing two things at once using this particular scheme. Hello Gomti, good morning. Actually there was certain confusion in today's session. All right, so because of this. Then we have limited unemployment benefits. In India, only 11.5% of working age population is legally covered in the any unemployment benefit program. All right, so this is the certain findings of this International Labour Organization report. Clear? So there is a wide variation, there is a gender gap, the social coverage is very less in India, right? So just remember all those facts. There will be a question on these statements also. Okay, so let's see what are the static things you have to remember. So about International Labour Organization, what is the purpose of this organization? To promote social justice and to form international labor standards. Okay, because see, laborers are the most exploited class in any field. in any country. See, labors are also into different categories. We have blue collar job, we have white collar job, we have gold collar job, but everyone is a certain kind of labor. Okay, so and we have to make a certain standard that these labors, these workers are not getting exploited by the company owners. Okay, so ILO work in this area. All right, there it was founded in 1919. Remember the date, very very important. And they have now, as of now, 187 members. All right, so again the focus is on labor rights, social protection, employment, and all this thing. The director general is Gilbert Huangbo. So remember, whenever I am underlining something or I am marking something round in a circle, it means that is the important point. Okay, is it clear everyone? What was the finding of this report? Yes or no in the comment section. Guys, yes or no in the comment section. Did you understood what have been said in this particular report of ILO? All right. I believe you have understood if you are not writing. Fine. So next news was IMD World Talent Ranking 2024. All right. So there was this World Talent Ranking report. Okay, what was released, and it was found that Switzerland leads. Any kind of report, the European nation is the topmost leader. Okay, and the ranking of India, it has slipped to 58th spot. So how you are going to make a short notes? Just remember, what have you written? So you can mention World Talent Ranking released by IMD. Okay, International Institute of Management Development. It is located, this IMD is located in Switzerland. Remember this thing, Switzerland. So that's why Switzerland comes at number 1. Okay, so first ranking you can mention Switzerland. Okay, and India's ranking is 58th. Clear? So just remember this thing. This is the short notes you are going to make. All right. So Switzerland maintains the lead. India has a slight decline. India has went to 58th position. Okay, just remember this thing. And Singapore under Nordic dominance. Nordic countries are what? Norway, we have Finland, we have Denmark. These are the Nordic countries. All right, just remember this thing. So these are some key findings. These are some one-liner kind of current affairs. All right. Now related to International Institute for Management Development, IMD. All right, the headquarters is in Switzerland, and because of which Switzerland is at number 1 and the president is David Back. Okay, so see, these are the certain organizations which have the duty or which have the work function of releasing this kind of report. World Talent Report, anything, whatever they it comes to their mind, they just make a report on anything. All right. So World Talent Report, World Richest Index, World Poorest Index, anything, whatever they want. Now coming to the next news, Tripura Governor Indra Sena Reddy Nallu takes votes as the acting governor of Mizoram. So now this is the political news. All right. So just remember the name of the lady, Indra Sena Reddy Nallu. Okay, and she has become the acting governor of Mizoram. Right. And this was have you do you remember anyone what is the article number? What is the article number through which a governor is appointed in any state? Anyone? Kindly mention in the comment section. Yes, no, just write it so that I can tell you if anyone knows or not. So I believe you don't know. So the article number 155 of the Indian Constitution, it says that there should be a governor of a state appointed. Okay, and governor is the head of the state. And who is the head of the Indian nation? President. So as president is for the entire nation, we have governor for the state, is the topmost executive. Alright. So this oath was administered by Justice Nelson Silo. Okay. So the Chief Justice generally administered the oath for the governor. Alright. And she was appointed by president. The governor is always appointed by the president. So president is Draupadi Murmu. Alright. So just remember, she is 73 years old, the acting governor. So just make a short note. Indra, you can mention the Indra Sena, new Mizoram governor. Alright. So these are some static fact about governors. It is the constitutional head of the state representing the president of India. Alright. So it is basically a representative of the central government. Clear? And central government appoints them. So, and whenever there is appointment, the president is the signing authority. Alright. So remember, appointed by the president, and he has or she has all the executive power, legislative power and the judicial power. Okay. Also, governor has the pardoning power. They can pardon any crime except the death sentence. Let's say if someone has been convicted of, let's say, hanged till death. Okay, किसी को फांसी दे दी गई है, तो उसको गवर्नर पार्डन नहीं कर सकता है. Except, let's say if someone has been imprisoned for 10 years, then he can be pardoned by the governor. Alright. So a good power they have. Also, they have some discretionary power, can act at discretion in certain situation. Alright. And what is the qualification to become a governor? He must be a citizen of India and at least 35 years old. This is the only criteria. So if you have crossed 35 years of age and you are a citizen of India, you can also become a governor. I should try sometime. I haven't crossed 35 yet, but once I cross, I will also try to become the governor. Let's see. Okay, the next was Visakhapatnam hosts Malabar 2024 naval drill. So first of all, this is a joint military exercise, joint naval exercise between which countries? So we have India, we have Australia, we have Japan, and we have the United States. These four countries together conduct this Malabar naval exercise. Alright. So Malabar naval exercise, countries are this. Okay. It is a naval exercise. It means the navies of these countries are going to participate. Okay. So there would be exercise would be in two phases. First would be the harbor phase. Harbor phase means when they are the ships are on the harbor, there would be certain training and exercises. Then it would be followed by a sea phase. The ships will then move into the sea and then all the exercises would be conducted. Alright. And what is the purpose? What is the objective of this exercise? To enhance cooperation and operational capabilities among the participating navies. Means India should cooperate with US, Japan and Australia, and they should exchange the best practices with each other, and this will help them for their nation's security. Okay, just remember this thing. Also about Malabar exercise, it is a multilateral naval exercise. We have already seen. It was initiated in 1992 and it was started between India and USA. So India and USA are the founding members. So after that, Japan added, then Australia added. All right. So it was further expanded. So Australia was the latest to join in 2020. Okay. So just remember this thing. So it is mostly done in the Indian Ocean and the Pacific Ocean. Because why? India is located in the Indian Ocean, right? Japan in the Pacific, US in the Pacific, right? And Australia in the Pacific Ocean. So India Pacific region is the focus area for these military exercises. All right. Next we have Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated Banjara Virasat Museum in Maharashtra. So Banjara is a tribe. Okay. So just remember, and Virasat Museum is heritage museum. All right. So he has inaugurated this in where? Pohar Devi, Washim, Maharashtra. Alright. So you should know the location of this museum, and PM has inaugurated, so it becomes very important. Alright. So this museum is basically 4-story structure with 13 galleries and all those things. and they're focusing on the Banjara community. Remember this thing. It is a nomadic tribe, right? Banjara. Have you heard of this song, Banjara, Banjara kind of? So it is based on this community only. Okay. So next we have tribute to spiritual leader. Why this museum has been created? It is to pay tribute to these saints. All right. So Sant Sevalal Maharaj is one, and Sant Rama Rao Maharaj. All right. So and perform rituals at the Jagdamba temple. So this these two saints, the name you should remember, to whom they have paid tribute in the form of this museum. Sant Ramarao Maharaj and Sant Sevalal Maharaj. Clear? So just remember this thing. And he has also started some development initiative worth 23,000 crore in agriculture and animal husbandry. And what is the focus? The focus is the rural development. So this can be asked. Okay. So how you are going to make the short notes? You can mention Virasat, the Banjara Museum, or let me write it here. The Banjara Museum, where it is located? Maharashtra. All right. Sant Sevalal Maharaj and Sant Rama Rao Maharaj. Okay. And what you can say here? These are the some 2 or 3 words you should remember for this entire news. This is the power of making short notes. All right. Otherwise, you are going to read the entire lines and it won't help you much. Okay, everyone. So just remember these 2 words. All right. Is it clear? Any doubt? Anyone? Okay. Then we have VSHO-RADS. What is VSHO-RADS? We'll see. It is a 4th gen missile tested by DRDO. So DRDO has Defense and Research Development Organization of India. It is the premier Defense Research Institute of India. Okay. And they have tested this very short range air defense system. All right. Very short range air defense system. Okay. And where they have tested this particular missile, they have tested in Pokhran field in Rajasthan. Okay, Pokhran is also very famous. We have tested the nuclear bomb in this particular area, Pokhran, right? So the first nuclear testing of India was done in Pokhran, Rajasthan. There is also a movie Pokhran. All right. So this missile system demonstrated its precision and reliability against high-speed aerial targets. All right. So these are some important things. And see, what are the future plans? The successful trials pave way for early user trials and rapid production, aligning the government's vision of Atmanirbhar Bharat. We see we are now reducing our dependence on the defense items from the other nation, and we are trying to make all those equipments in India. That's why we are focusing on Atmanirbhar defense. Okay, we are trying to produce all the weaponries, missiles right in India only. Okay. So this is the thing you should remember. So this VSHO-RADS, okay, testing by who have tested? DRDO. Location was Pokhran, Rajasthan. Okay, and future for Atmanirbhar, or let's say made in India defense. Made in India defense. So just remember this thing. Clear? All right. So about very short range air defense system. First thing is, it is a 4th gen man portable air defense system. What is man portable? It means a human being can carry it from one place to another. All right. So it is a man portable. All right. And designed to counter low altitude air threats. Low altitude means less height. Altitude is like going up like this. All right. And this is capable of intercepting targets up to 6 kilometers away. So the range is 6 kilometer. All right. And developed indigenously means made in India by DRDO. All right. And they have collaborated with DRDO's Research Center of Imarat. Okay, Research Center Imarat, which is in Hyderabad. Clear? So just remember this thing. You don't have to go much in detail about this particular missile. Clear? So just note it down. So what you have to remember here? Let me change some different pen color so that you can understand better. Let me take red. Okay. So how you are going to make the note? So let's say this is VSHORADS. Okay, it is man portable low altitude target, right? Range is 6 kilometer. All right, and developed by you can mention DRDO plus RCI, that is Regional Center of Imarat, which is in Hyderabad. So these are the 4 points you have to remember about VRSHROD. Okay. Now moving on to the next news. MOF kept interest rate on in small savings scheme unchanged for Q3 of financial year 2025. Okay. So what is small savings scheme? Just remember this thing. First, let's see what is small savings scheme. So have you heard of any of these terms? Kisan Vikas Patra, Public Provident Fund, Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana, National Savings Certificate, Senior Citizen Savings Scheme, alright, Mahila Samman Saving. So these are known as small saving scheme. It is to promote all the citizens of India, right, especially the weaker section in which we have senior citizen, we have the women, alright, to start saving. And these are the certain instruments through which you can make those savings. So that's why these are known as small saving schemes, and they carry some interest rate within them. For example, PPF as of now has 7.1% interest rate, and the limit for a PPF is 1.5 lakh per year. It means you can deposit 1.5 lakh, maximum amount 1.5 lakh in this PPF account. Okay, and you will be getting an annual interest rate of 7.1%. It is a good rate of interest. Then in Kisan Vikas Patra, you have 7.5% interest rate. Also in PPF, the lock-in period is 15 years. Okay, so the time of maturity of this PPF is 15 years. So it is basically a long-term saving scheme. Okay, have you heard of these kind of terms before? Yes or no in the comment section, guys. Yes or no? Have you heard what is small saving scheme? So in detail, first let's see. So are saving instruments managed by the government of India to encourage regular savings among citizens. So it is for the promoting the habit of savings. Because see, why they want us to deposit money? Because let's say we are a normal citizen, okay, and this is a bank. All right, bank is saying, sir, give me 1 lakh rupees, okay, and I'll give you 7.1% interest rate. For example, if you deposit 1 lakh rupees with me for 1 year, I'll give you 1 lakh 7,100 rupees after 1 year. It means you will be getting 7,100 rupees interest. So, and why bank is doing that? Why bank is returning it to you? Because bank would then lend this money to some other person, right, in the form of, let's say, housing loan. There is this second person, okay, he want to make a home for him, all right, make a house for himself. So he will go to bank that I need 1 lakh rupees for make construction, my house construction. So bank will say, yes sir, we are going to give you, but we are going to give you at 9.1% interest rate. Here bank is giving this person 7.1% interest, and to this person to whom this bank is giving loan, they are charging him 9.1%. So net 2% profit would be with bank. So in this way, bank creates their own money. Have you understood? how deposit and loan work simultaneously? Yes or no in the comment section, guys? Yes or no in the comment section. If you want, I can explain it again. How deposit and loans work simultaneously? Yes or no in the comment section. Do you want me to explain it again? Okay, I believe you have understood. So these are basically small saving schemes. So these are basically classified into three types. Okay, so we have saving deposit, we have social security scheme like senior citizen welfare scheme, right? Saving deposit also, then monthly income plans was also there, right? You can get some monthly incomes also, right? So, and the interest rate for SSCs are notified on a quarter basis, like the repo rate and reverse repo rate. So all these things are. So the methodology for setting those rates was recommended by Shamla Gopinath Committee. Okay, so just remember this name, Shamla Gopinath Committee for Small Saving Scheme Interest Rates. Alright. So they have suggested that SSC rate should be 25 to 100 basis points above corresponding government bond yield. Okay, it means it is the interest rate provided in this small saving scheme is more than the government bonds. But there should be a catch. Why they are giving you so much more interest rate? Because they are keeping your money for a longer tenure of time. For PPF, they are keeping your money for, let's say, 15 years. Before that, you won't be able to withdraw the entire amount. There are the possibility given for partial withdrawal, but you cannot withdraw the entire amount. Okay. Also, they give tax benefit. So when you deposit your money in these kind of schemes, you also get benefit in your income tax. Okay. So under ATC of the income tax side, you get some benefit. Clear? So this is also a good thing for reducing your tax burden. Okay. Now let's see what was the news. So before taking you to the news, I have to tell you what is this small savings scheme. So MF have kept interest rate on small savings scheme unchanged. Okay. So just remember this thing. And previous increase was in fourth quarter of 24, the year 2024. The last increase was there. All right. So this interest rate for Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana, all right, were raised by 20 BPS basis point. Okay, so I believe the Sukanya Samriddhi account is now 8.2%. All right, PPF rates were unchanged. The PPF rate were 7.1 still. Okay, so they keep on changing these interest rate every quarter, and based on which committee's recommendations, the Shamla Gopinath committee. So you should remember this thing. All right, any question? Have you see this news was not very relevant, but the term small saving, it was very important. Clear? Now the next one is SEBI mandates UPI for public debt security application. Okay, so what was the news? That it is now mandatory. Okay, so those individual investors applying for up to 5 lakh in public debt securities, they must use UPI to block funds through intermediaries. Okay, so to increase digital payment, to promote digital payment, SEBI has mandated that up to 5 lakh, if you want to invest 5 lakh in public debt securities, you have to use UPI. All right, so just remember the limit. Okay, 5 lakh. Okay, so this new rule will be implemented starting November 1st, 2024. All right, and the mandate applies to syndicate members, registered stockbrokers, depository participants. And what is the purpose of doing this? It aims to streamline the fund blocking process, reduce the risk of fraud in public debt security, because if you are previously dealing in cash or let's say in some other method, the chances of doing fraud by some person is very high, and because of that they told that use UPI to block funds. Don't give cash to any let's say I'm giving, let's say, 1 lakh rupees, 5 lakh rupees to this person and go purchase this security. He will run away with this money, right? I don't believe in some stockbroker. So use UPI. All right, so digital payment would be more secure. Okay, so this was the news. Now coming to the next news, new UPI auto pay rule. No 24-hour pre-debit notification for these two UPI recurring payments. Okay, see, have you used this auto pay thing in UPI? Let's say if you are processing your electricity bill, when let's say any UPI at, let's say for example Paytm, if you are using Paytm or Google Pay and you are depositing your electricity bill, they will by default give you that you should do it on a monthly basis, auto pay. And they by using this they are cheating people. There were very many a times this auto pay was automatically ticked on the app and people's money were debited. They don't even want to deposit that money at that time, right? So RBI has UPI, this auto pay rule has to be suspended. Okay, so no 24-hour pre-debit notification. So this changes were with now be implemented with immediate effect. Okay, so auto replenishment of national electronic toll collection FASTags or Rupee National Common Mobility Card will no longer require 24-hour pre-debit notification, and RBI has directed all these things. Clear? And this is in line with by July 27th notification regarding the electronic mandate for automatic balance top-ups. See what was happening now, the money from their account, it gets automatically debited and it went to this kind of apps, right? So to stop this thing, RBI has told that no notification would be giving to the customers. All right, now customers can set a balance threshold for auto replenishment, that up to this limit my account can be replenished, not beyond that, right? So just remember this thing. So UPI member must eliminate pre-debit notification for a specific merchant category codes related to these transactions. Just remember, no 24-hour pre-debit notification you would get for any UPI app. All right, and these changes are from 1st November 2024. All right, just remember this thing. So not a very important news. See, from this news they won't be asking any question, but this is for your general information. What question can be asked? What is UPI? Or they can ask question about UPI. What is the limit in UPI, right? Because see, in the previous exam also they asked the question that Airtel Payment Bank has collaborated with which organization for UPI payments, right? So UPI payments have become very important in these kind of exams. Okay, so it is a real-time payment system enabling instant fund transfer. All right, this was launched in April 2006 by National Payment Corporation of India. Very, very important. All the UPIs, all the ATMs are regulated by the National Payment Corporation of India. Okay, okay. And one important thing is 24/7 availability of UPI. If you want to transfer money in 2 AM in the morning, you can do that. Okay. So just remember this thing, interoperability works across different banks and payment platforms. So there is no certain criteria that you can only use SBI Bank for UPI. It works across every platform and you are already using it. How many of you are using this UPI payment? See, after demonetization, this UPI thing has become a trend. Even now there was this resistance that how poor people or illiterate people are going to use UPI, but even now even the vegetable vendor, okay, one in the pan shop, everyone has this QR code with them. Okay, so this is the power of this digital payment. All right, then we have RBI's Monetary Policy Committee reconstituted. So very, very important. RBI's Monetary Policy Committee has been reconstituted. Aviral Jain has been appointed as the Executive Director. Okay. So let's see first what is how many members are there in Monetary Policy Committee and what is the function of. So Monetary Policy Committee is responsible for formulating and overseeing the implementation of India's monetary policy. So we have should be the repo rate. Okay. What should be the bank rate, how the bank should work. So all these things are decided by Monetary Policy Committee. The entire monetary policy implementation is looked after by this committee. What is the composition? Very, very important thing. So it consists of 6 members. Remember this thing. All right. 3 members are from RBI. Okay. And 3 members are appointed by Government of India. All right. So Monetary Policy Committee, 3 from RBI and 3 from Government of India. And in this 3, The chairman of this committee is the governor of RBI. So in this one is the governor of RBI. On rest two are, one is deputy governor and one is some other person. Alright. So this is about the composition. Now let's see the news. Alright. So Aviral Jain has been appointed as executive director. So the government of India revamped the MPC on 1st October 2024. Okay. What is the purpose? To guide the country's monetary policy. So now we have 3 new external members. Remember, 3 members from RBI and 3 members from appointed by Government of India, external from the RBI. So we have Ram Singh, Saugata Bhattacharya and Nagesh Kumar. These are 3 from the government. Okay. And 3 from the RBI, we have Aviral Jain, we have the Shaktikant Das as the chairperson, one more person. Alright. So this is the Monetary Policy Committee. Clear? And remember, they meet, the Monetary Policy Committee meets regularly every 2 months to review the key interest rates and other monetary policy tools. Okay. A very important function is inflation targeting. They have to keep the inflation rate between 2% to 6%. Alright. So just remember this thing, and all the decisions are made by majority vote. Okay. And the RBI governor has the casting vote in case of a tie. Let's say they have 6 members. 3 members voted on one thing and 3 members on other. So now what? It is a tie. Now the RBI governor has the casting vote. Okay, he can use a casting vote to decide the judgment. Alright. So this is the thing you should know about Monetary Policy Committee. And the name of the new person, Aviral Jain. So these are certain aspects of monetary policy. Okay. So this, remember, external members are appointed for a 4-year term. Okay. And there is no reappointment. Alright. Without reappointment. Clear? Just remember this thing. Now the next one is DGCA approves merger of AIX Connect and Air India Express. Alright. So DGCA is what? Directorate General of Civil Aviation. Alright. So this AIX Connect, previously it was known as Air Asia. Have you heard of Air Asia? It is an airline operating in India. Okay. So the new name is AIX Connect, Air Asia, and it will merge into Air India Express, and they will operate under a single airline code 9. Clear? So DGCA has given the approval. So this merger was announced in 2022 and it has received the approval from National Company Law Tribunal on June 24th. Okay. Just remember, so this entire news can be summarized into what? AIX in bracket Air Asia merged with what? Air India Express. Okay, this is the short notes you can make from this. All right, everyone. Chalo. Next is the sports news. So Nitish Kumar unveils logo mascot for upcoming Women's Asia Championship trophy. So this is for hockey. Okay, so this is Women Asian Championship, Hockey Asian Championship for women. So the new logo has been revealed and this is the logo. The name of this mascot or logo is what? Gudiya. Okay, and it is the Bihar's state bird, the sparrow. Okay, this sparrow is a bird which is also the state bird of Bihar. Okay, and the logo is based on this bird only, and the name of this mascot is Gudiya. Remember this thing. So this Women Asia's Champion Trophy is going to held in Rajgir, Bihar from 11th to 20th November. All right. So remember this thing, right? So logo name is Gudiya, right? And Women Asia Championship, Rajgir, Bihar. And who would be the winner? Then we will check that thing. So So there are certain things what it represents. So hockey stick represent the sport of hockey. Goalkeeper's glove and posture represent alertness and strategy. Hockey ball signifies teamwork and sportsmanship. You don't have to remember any of it. Just the general knowledge. Now let's do the practice questions. Everyone be very quick. So there are some statement based questions. Okay. Which of the following statement about small saving schemes is or are correct? First one is small saving scheme instruments managed by Government of India to encourage regular savings among citizens. So this was the correct answer, correct statement. Okay. Small saving schemes are classified into three: saving deposits, social security and monthly income plans. This was also correct. We have seen three types. Interest rate for small saving schemes are notified annually by Government of India. Was it correct? Was it annually? Let's leave it. Some SSCs offered other tax benefit under Section 80C of Income Tax Act. We have seen that small saving scheme also help in tax saving. So how many statements do you feel are correct? A1, B2, C3 or D4? We have seen 1 is correct, A is correct, B is correct and D option is correct. Do you feel C is also correct? So question asks, how many of the above statements are incorrect? Focus. So Nishi has said A1. So let's see, the correct answer is A1. Good, excellent. This is a very tricky question. Okay, there are certain statements, okay, about here they have asked are correct. All right, so there was this change. Okay, my mistake here is incorrect. Okay, that's why I was checking how many of you are going to answer it. All right, because see here they have asked incorrect, so it was also incorrect. There was a slight mistake from my side. So this C statement was incorrect. Rest all three are correct. Yes. Okay, good. Chalo. This was a very difficult question, I would say. All right. So you have to, because you have to be aware of all the important facts about small saving scheme. They are not going to ask you this much difficult question, but you should be ready. Your preparation should be at this level. And if they ask you at the question at this level, you would be like, I will mark it correct. Okay. Next we have, consider the following statement about foreign exchange reserves. Okay, and they have asked how many are correct. Remember this time. So we have one statement, 2 and 3. Foreign exchange reserves are assets held only in foreign currency. Is it? We have seen it is in gold also, it is in IMF tranche also. High reserves enhances country's credit worthiness and stabilizes economy. Yes, this is correct. This was wrong. Central banks manage these reserves to optimize asset allocation and minimize risk. Absolutely correct. So how many statements mentioned above are correct? Sir, why left Percham classes? Akhilesh, we'll talk about it later, okay? There's nothing, see, this is a professional journey. We teach at one institution, then we move to other. All right, before that I was in Byju's. So multiple things are there, okay? So how many of this is correct? Only one statement is correct, only two, yeah, all three are correct and none of the above. So we have seen that this statement is absolutely correct. Okay, first one is incorrect. So all three is not correct. None is also not this. So only one or only two. So we have seen the correct answer is true only. Only two statements are correct. This one is correct and this one is correct. See, the formation of option I have changed here. You have to be very well switched with this. How many statements are correct? How many? Not we are asking that is it second statement correct or is it third statement correct? I am asking how many statements. Okay, so one option framing is this, or the other can be, I can ask you that only statement 1 is correct, only statement 2 is correct, only statement 1 and 2 are correct, or none of the above, or let's say all of the above. This can also be asked. All right. Yes, you can say that. So now consider the following statement regarding ILO report. ILO report on social protection. So there are 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay. So first statement is 53.6% of region's population is covered by at least one social protection benefit. The region, and which region we are talking about? We are talking about the Asia Pacific region. The region spent about 19.3% of GDP on social protection, which is higher than the global average. This was wrong. Asia Pacific has less, world average is more. Okay, so second statement is wrong. So this statement is gone. This can't be the option. This statement is gone. Can't be the option. All of the above can't be option because second statement is wrong. So what is the correct answer? B134. Without reading the options, we have come to the answer. This is called the elimination approach. So let's see the answer. Is it B, 1, 3 and 4? All right. Sir, pehle reply de. Please, sir, please. What reply? Yes, I am teaching on this platform. It means na I have left some other platform. Okay. Right. So we haven't read these two options. We have just see that this option was incorrect. We have eliminated this and we have eliminated it from the option. So this is called the elimination approach and this is very helpful. All right. Next we have, what is the name of museum inaugurated by PM Narendra Modi in Maharashtra? So what is this? Very simple question. A, B, C, D. Tell me. A, B, C, D. Virasat Museum. B. Guys, be very quick. Very easy question this was. Now next was the Bihar Chief Minister. Very important question. The Bihar Chief Minister unveiled the mascot for Women Asia's Championship Trophy. What was the name of the mascot? Banjara, Sevalal, Ramarao or Gudiya? Tell me. Batao. Chalo. A. Yes, exactly. Gudiya. Okay. Where are other students? Why are you not answering? Try to answer it now. It would be wrong. What would happen? You are not getting disqualified na for any exam. Try to answer it. So Gudiya is the correct answer. Now the homework question. 4 statements are there. Why it is not visible? I have to write it again and again. I'll check it. So consider the following statement about Washoe rats. Right? Very short range air defense system conducted by DRDO. So it was conducted on 3rd and 4th of October 2024. The tests were held at Pokhran Field, Rajasthan. This was correct. Okay. The missile displayed precision against slow moving aerial targets. The successful trial support the government vision of Atmanirbhar Bharat for rapid production. So this was correct. So we know that we don't know about 3rd or 1st. Let's say we know about 2nd and 4th. So only this option you can see here is have 2 and 4 option. And let's say if you know only 2, that you do from all the 4 statement, you know that 2nd statement is absolutely correct. So you can eliminate this option. Okay, you are now left with 3, A, B, C. And by chance you get to know that this support Atmanirbhar production, you know that 4th option is correct. So you can see this one is gone, this one was gone. 1, 2 and 4 was the correct answer. So B, 1, 2 and 4 was the correct answer. So try to use this elimination approach. Whenever a statement like question is asked, try to use this approach. All right. So guys, this was it for today's session. We were a little bit late due to some technical glitches. Okay. But from tomorrow onwards, it would be on the same time. All right. And any question, anyone? If you have any question, you can ask me. All right. Chalo. Also, we have started this marathon session from 8 p.m. and 9 p.m. And today the marathon session would be at 9 p.m. in the evening, where I would be covering the past 6 months current affairs for your upcoming this mains exam on Sunday, 13th of October. So those of you who are going to appear in this exam on Sunday, do watch this session. We are going to organize 5 video sessions. One is already completed yesterday. You can go and watch the list, last 6 months current affairs. Okay, class 1 of 5, the title was there. that today would be the second class. All right, so do join me at 9 p.m. on this YouTube application of Oliveboard. All right, any other question? Chalo, let's wrap up this session. Till then, have a great day everyone, and Jai Hind.